here now. We here.
Yeah.
It's in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Woo!
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Back like we never left. Yes, sir.
No more wonky wonky.
No more wonky wonky. No more wonky wonky. Yes, sir. Scarborough is not for the weak.
So I hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
I guess it has a reputation.
Yeah, well, I don't believe in the reputation. It's got a bad rep. Scarborough gets a bad rep. It's coming back though. It was like the year of Scarborough last year. Some shit I was reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that.
There was a wild little time in Scarborough at one point.
I mean,
Scarborough was a hot place. Wasn't for the weak.
well, that's, I guess, one of those guys must have made the shirt,
You're like, you remember that time when Scarborough wasn't for the weak?
I do. A matter of fact, I do remember that time. Shit. That's crazy.
Should make a shirt, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Scarborough ain't for the weak. No, but it has to be for everybody. Not ain't. It's not.
Is not.
It's not.
Proper grammar.
Oh,
that's hilarious. Oh, Tuesdays. Why do Tuesdays get all crazy all of a sudden, Tuesdays got hectic.
I don't know. It might be a pay grade, man. Might be a pay grade.
It ain't changed. So I don't know why Tuesdays changed all of a sudden, but whatever. Here we are.
Yeah. You might have got what do you call it? A promotion. A lateral promotion.
Fuck. Those are everybody can have a lateral fucking promotion. That's funny. That's hilarious.
So how's everything this week?
It's all right.
Yeah, what makes it crazy?
It's a busy week, man.
Is it self-inflicted busy, or is it busy like responsibilities bestowed upon you busy?
It's self-inflicted busy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm working on the room, cleaning out the room. If I could just get those goddamn screws right, I'd be finished the room.
Okay. What happened to the screws?
I don't know, man. The picture, it was a shitty picture, They didn't tell me to turn the thing to the other side. On one side it said turn it, on the other side it didn't say turn it, so I didn't turn it.
Okay.
I guess I should have turned it.
Is the instructions in English, or are they just like diagrams? Step 1, step 2.
Step 1, just diagrams.
It's
like one diagram with like 100 arrows on each one, on each step.
Yes.
So
that's
I had it. It was close, but
that's definitely not for my mom to put together for sure. Me can't read this.
I'm not the handiest guy in the world in the first place. So I had some momentum. I was like, yeah, look at me. Look at I'm going. Yeah, I should have recorded this. I should have put a time lapse on so I could post it, All that stuff was going on. And then I was just like, I thought I was near the end. Just got the womp womp, Whammy. So making good time and everything.
Yeah, there's been occasions where I've with pride built something, got to the end and realized, ooh, this part's upside down.
Yeah, right, man.
And I'm like, you staying.
So I sat there, I was like, can I do that? What if I flip? I was like, no, I can't do nothing. I had to like unscrew shit now with an Allen key.
You staying.
And so I was like, you know what? Skip it. Forget it. I'll work on it tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day.
At least they send you the Allen key.
Shit. Well, the Allen key, they sent me a shitty Allen key because it was getting rubbed on one end, like the short end.
Oh, yeah.
When you can crank that.
That's the end you need to work.
Yeah. And then I just couldn't do it. So now I'm like with my shirt. I was like, ugh. I'm just trying to twist it. Like, disaster. So that's why as soon as that started happening, everything just went all downhill from there. So.
And the worst is to get an Allen key key all rubbed out and where it becomes useless. Oh
That's it.
man.
And then I know I have Allen keys, but I went to go look for Allen keys. I couldn't find no Allen keys.
Because the thing with the Allen key, once the Allen key is done, you can't use a kitchen knife to fix that thing.
You're done, yo. So I'm gonna go get an Allen key. There must be Allen key sets. I thought my screw set had an Allen key set in there, but whatever. So it goes.
Dollar store.
True.
Dollar
True
store.
that.
Dollar store.
It's all right though. I should be set up by tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow's a big day.
Premiere my room on the premiere show. Well, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's a big day. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the premiere of season 2.
Season 2. What's that? The Boom Boom Chat.
Season 2 of the Boom Boom Chat Room.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember when we first thought about going on, I had told them, like, that's when we should go on as the premiere of season 2.
Oh yeah, that was your initial
remember that?
suggestion. Yeah, I remember that was your initial
Yeah.
suggestion.
But they didn't. They were just like, no, you guys get like middle of the season. You guys might get an hour if you guys are good, stuff like that. They were rough on us, man.
Bully us.
Like, yeah, you got to go here. You go here. You have this slide. Like 7 weeks from now, you guys are in. I hear that, but no. Yeah, man. Boom Boom Chat. What's that? Tomorrow, Wednesday,
8 p.m. Mm-hmm.
8 p.m. special time. Shit, what is it? And then unscripted, something like that.
Yes. Boom Boom. Real like a chattings.
A chat setting. Chat settings. That's gonna be all right.
Should be.
I think so. They're usually all right.
It's always fun shooting the shit with them.
It's true. Even mic check was nice. So sound check. What do we call it? Sound check, mic check.
Mic check. Nice.
Sometimes.
Sound one.
Most of the time. My camera's going nuts. Even I had to scramble to set myself up too. What's wrong?
I was gonna say, can you lock it?
I can, but I don't want to press anything right now. This is the first time it's been giving me trouble, to be honest with you. So
because it's like focusing on you wherever you move.
Because I keep moving. That's the problem.
But if you can, like, I don't know if you're able to just press it and then it locks or something like that, or is it not like that?
Not like that.
I'm thinking of a phone. I'm thinking
I can do it within the app, but if I turn on the app, it might shut it down to restart it when I change the settings. So we'll just worry about that.
No, wait, everything looks good right now though. Like it looks good. Look good, sound good. We're ready for levels.
Level up.
Ready
Level up.
Mm-hmm.
How's your week been?
My week has been good. Week has been good.
What's good? What's good out of 10?
Good out of 10. It's been an 8.
That's like better than good, no? 80%. That's like an A. That's still an A.
A. My week was an A.
That's better than good.
But it just started. It just started. My work week just started, but I mean, I had the day off yesterday. Yesterday, was hanging out with the kids, ran errands. Sunday, hanging out with the family. Saturday, I didn't work on Saturday, so that kind of made. Hey man,
it's like 2 days last week.
Yeah,
this guy's like 8 years. Fuck it, I'm out.
No, acting like I got money, bro.
Yeah, well, you know,
man just gave up 2 days worth of money, acting like I got money. All right, pro. I'm gonna go do some pro line.
You must have got a nice tip. Some Kino.
Tip. Or you know what I need to do? I need to go check and see if I have any. What's it called inside of me?
What's that?
Some indigenous blood inside of me.
Well, what happens if you have indigenous blood, guy? You're exempt from the. You're exempt from the.
Exempt. I don't exempt
COVID?
Don't exempt me from nothing. If I got some indigenous blood inside of me, boy, give me a piece of that 40 billion.
40 billion. I wonder if I'm maybe I'll find out if I have some indigenous inside of me. It'd be great.
Yeah.
I got my what was it 23 and me.
23 and me.
Yeah, 23andMe in the mail. I haven't even opened it up yet. I know I wanted to, since we spoke about ancestral mathematics.
Yes, 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 yes.
Remember that? And then we were talking about this shit.
Yeah.
Was it 23andMe I got? 23andMe, right?
There's
See, that's
there's ancestry.com and then there's 23andMe.
this is 23andMe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna see if I have any indigenous in me.
Mm.
But I gotta go spit in the kit. I didn't open it up today yet.
Is that how it works?
And that's what it says on the box.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I spit in the kit and I put it in the mail. And then that's it.
All right, well, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Hope you got some indigenous in you because Ontario is now Ottawa is going to be giving some reparations.
Really?
Yeah,
To the
40,
indigenous?
yeah, 40 billion for the child welfare, indigenous child welfare. You know, in regards
good.
to that shit that happened.
The schools, right?
Right.
Mm.
So they're giving 40 billion to the indigenous welfare, to
Mhm.
the indigenous community,
Mhm.
and half of it is supposed to go to the welfare system, like
to boot up their system a little
right,
bit, or to
yeah,
equalize the system.
welfare reform,
Mhm.
and then other half of the 20 billion is going to the people that, or the people and the families that suffered through the
Like directly.
yeah. So maybe
That's good.
maybe you can have some indigenous blood and claim your stake. You know,
We'll see, man. We'll see.
get a piece.
Maybe I'll go
Like,
cross the way, walk down the street, and ask somebody to spit in this for me. Spit in this for me, man.
Exactly. There you get some camera angles, camera here, camera there.
Yeah. Be like, yo, what do you mean? I spit. Check the spit, yo. For reals.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, that's big, but I wonder what that even means, though. You know,
Which part?
just for them to be even like
Saying this? Doing
owning
this?
up to it, owning it. You know what I mean? Like, and then giving up this
Mm.
money. Like, where's this money coming from? Where's this money coming from?
Where's the money ever coming from?
Where's the
Right?
money
Like,
coming from, bro?
Who are we in debt to? Like was it the states like trillions of dollars in debt? Who do they owe money to?
Owe money to Wallipa people, and if
Right.
we're gonna give 40 billion to
Mhm.
this situation, where are they getting the money from? Which means that they're probably gonna turn on the printing press and start printing money and devalue the dollar even more.
Where's the money coming from? That's all that's always the question.
Yeah.
It's like look at all the money for like whatever, everything that's going on in the pandemic, just in general.
For COVID relief, COVID relief. Yeah, where's the money?
COVID everything. Where's it come from? It's a good question, but that's how it is. That's how it always is, isn't it? Like there's always something. Money's gotta go to war. Where's the money coming from? Gotta bail out this. Where's the money coming from?
But this was part of the agenda, part of the plan.
This is part of it. Which part?
The devaluing of the dollar. It's part of the the written manuscript. Yeah, it was part of it. So even for them to be owning this and then shelling out this money, it sounds like wow, like it's part of the plan. Because when do they ever own up to anything? You know what I mean? But anyways, I digress. Right.
So you just drop a little gem and that's it.
What do I know?
I mean, a couple things, I guess, right? You must know a couple of things.
No, a little bit, but
it's okay. Let's go watch. Let's go right to it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I had nothing. Go ahead.
We'll go right to it. I'll be like, okay. So yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Our main man, Dougie was on the mic. Dougie was on the mic yesterday.
Yes, he was. His mic sound nice, apparently.
It sounded nice. I mean, it should, right? So, all right. So go ahead. Dougie was on yesterday. Dougie said what he had to say. The impacts are, I mean, I think everybody knows how it all works now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Everybody knows what the restrictions are. We don't need to talk about that. So what say you?
What say me?
Well, because now, I mean, the posts that I see now, not from you personally,
Mm-hmm.
there's people on so we'll call this your side.
Mm-hmm.
That's blanket, right? There's been people
Mm-hmm.
on, and there's people on my side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And now there's people on my side. And I know
Mm-hmm.
that's just, it's blanket, everybody. When we're saying his side and my side, it's not that simple. There's levels to that shit, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
Right. So there's people on my side going, the people over there were right the whole time, or had something to be right about. And there's people on this side saying, well, how about go? What say you? I'm telling you what I say. What's the
Well, what say me is what say me is, first of all, I was like, "Ooh, that was a close call." Meaning that I thought the kids were going to school today or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
I thought they were going to school, meaning me saying that was a close call because the way that it seemed like the whole weekend passed and it felt like they were going to go to school. But me, under my beliefs and my understandings and the way that I think that things are going to go, there's no way that they're going back to school. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they're going back to school. Like just the way that this system is running right now, they're not sending these kids back to school. So when it was like the weekend passed and it's like, what? They're sending them back to school? Maybe everything that I'm thinking is nonsense. And then boom, man come on the thing and say, yo, the picnic, they might stay home. And like, okay, that was a close call. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like, ooh, I was almost wrong about this. But yeah, like they sent everybody home with test kits at the beginning of the holidays to make sure that nobody's coming back to school. Because if they didn't send the test kits home, there would be nothing to say, hey,
don't go to, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're just setting up the situation for, I don't know if the word's failure, but just setting it up to operate in the way that they wanted to operate. Right?
Yeah, I mean, because I see what you mean in terms of, all right, so there's whatever, Optimus Prime comes, right? Oh my God, Optimus, Optimus, watch out for Optimus.
Right.
So more people are gonna go get tested. Oh, they're gonna go work now. Oh, it's Omicron, and now you have a sniffle. But when you just had the sniffle 3 days ago before Omicron, if you had a quick sniffle, then maybe you just stayed home or you didn't do anything or you did what you did, right?
Right.
Because they weren't we're only doing certain testing at one point too, right? Some places you couldn't get asymptomatic tested, blah blah blah, etc. Everything.
Right.
Like you go to one place and get asymptomatic, you go to another place and you can't get that test, right?
Right.
So now everybody's, I got the sniffles and they test and the numbers go up. So that whole part of the game of it, I get that part, right? If you're testing, but then, what number are you looking at? You shouldn't be looking at the case rate. You should be looking at the positivity rate, which would then be a little bit different, right? So every 10 people they get tested, 2 are positive. All right, that's cool. But if every 10 people get tested, 7 are positive, then that's a different story. Sure. But yeah, I can get down with the whole, well, of course the numbers are up. Because like you say, right, they sent everybody home with test kits and everybody's getting tested. Oh shit, I got tested, got to do it. And then the flip side of that too is, I mean, people did get loose. Is loose the right word? Normal?
Well, I don't think anybody got, people did get loose, but I don't believe anybody got riot in the streets loose.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? And riots in the streets happened like throughout all last year, while during the time when this coronavirus was supposedly way more dangerous, right? And we're seeing millions of people in the streets, packed up together, no masks, rioting and stuff, and it's not like millions of people passed away. like that, like as a result of that action
Before or
before,
now?
before, right?
Were
So
the
yeah,
were the
people,
death rates were higher when? Before or now? Before.
the death rates,
Down maybe?
death rates are, I can't say for sure, but
Me neither.
down. Like right now, the hospitals are not as packed as they once were, but they keep on talking about, we need to do this to relieve the hospitals, but the hospitals aren't even crazy like that. But it's just the rhetoric that that's being put out there to kind of scare people into these actions of going to taking these testing when there's nothing wrong with them. Like if people are out there taking tests when there's nothing wrong with them. Or, you have a cold and you think that you have a cold, that there's nothing that can happen. There's nothing that the hospital can do for you or the doctors can do for you. You have a cold, stay home then. You know what I mean? Just stay home. What are you running to go take a test for?
So death rates are down. And the reason that I asked
Mm-hmm.
is then there's the people, and because I would say these are the people on my side, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Say, well, all right, people have it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now we're testing
Mm-hmm.
through the game, right? So the game is making everybody test now.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're getting more positive cases, but the death rate is down. So then we have people on my side saying, well, that means the vaccine's working.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to, because we can get technical with immunization versus vaccine and all that stuff, and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
The vaccine as it is right now, somebody on my side could say, well, then it's working because there's less deaths. Or I had it, and the first time I had it, I was knocked out, and this time I have it, and my nose is running. Or I have sniffle in the morning and then I'm done.
That's it right
Which
there. Yeah.
which then, so there's that part, because I just heard somebody say Australia, New Zealand, somewhere, they're like, fuck, let's just handle it like it's flu season.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say there?
Well, I say that there's studies that show that majority of people have gotten COVID now,
Mm-hmm.
and the death rates will be low, the hospitalizations will be lower because now everybody has dealt with it. So now it's not even so much that the vaccines are working, it's just that so much people have been infected with this thing that they've beat. Now it's just going to be lower infection rates, or lower like hospitalizations, because people are just more immune to it now.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you, it doesn't kill you now, or not kill you, whatever.
Like,
it doesn't hit you
yeah,
as hard.
right, because your body's already built up. Like it's also known that once you've had it, your antibodies are more robust than what the any vaccine that they can propose would be. And that's
Yes.
they know that, like scientists will tell you that, the doctors themselves, not even regular doctors, but the epidemiologists and stuff will tell you that natural immunity is more robust than a vaccine that they're hoping will work, right? Because it's still like there's test trials, right? And like no one can say these things are guaranteed to work. And even if they work, how long? Okay, well, they're saying that it's waning efficacy right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why we need boosters,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's not happening with your natural immunity. But they'll tell you that it's waning so that you can invest in the product.
So It's still yeah, it's still the people on the edges for me, I think. It's still the people on the edges.
Well,
Because watch.
mhm,
I can go get my booster.
mhm.
I haven't like gone to get my booster yet.
Right, right.
And that's how I was in the beginning. Not that I wasn't going to get it. I knew I was going to get it. I just wasn't in a rush to get it per se.
Mhm.
And I mean, part of that's lifestyle, I guess. Like I'm not out and about too much, right? And I mean, shit. If I've had it, so I must be like Superman, right? Because I've had it and I've taken 2 shots. Unless you're gonna tell me that stuff's just doing totally bad for me, making it worse, then I'm like come in like I don't know, cough on me, right? Maybe. Who knows? But the point being, who knows?
People know.
What are you gonna tell
People know.
Huh? People know
People
what?
know.
Which part?
Like what you just said.
Which part? What do they know?
That if you've had it,
Mm-hmm.
you've built up a robust defense against the product, against the
So it gave me like
the disease.
It gave me like a plus 50 like healing.
No.
Yeah, having
So
it.
so what? But I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer.
What do you mean?
But what scientists are saying is
Yeah.
that if you've already had it and now you're taking the medicine that they're giving you, it's actually deteriorating the robustness of what you naturally built up. And at the start of this whole thing, there were scientists that were saying that the way that this medicine was built up, this mRNA was built, was to specifically fight the COVID virus, right?
Right.
But so for instance, the way that he described it, right?
Yeah.
Is that, for instance, like you have like a defense, like a defense, right? Like a line of scrimmage, and you have a defense, right? And the COVID, the mRNA are like so imagine your natural fighters are like this small, right? But then the COVID fighter is like this big. And what they're aiming to fight is COVID, right? So now, because they're working to fight only COVID, they're bullying out your natural stuff, your natural immune senses to get to the COVID. Now they defeat the COVID. Now they're there, and they've bullied off all your natural stuff because they're smaller. But now, when something else that's not COVID is coming in, these guys are ignoring them because like that's not what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with that. But then these guys beat up your natural immunity, that now you'll get sick with any little thing that your natural immunity would have originally beat. You get the concept I'm trying to say?
I understand completely what you're saying. I'm just yeah, I hear that. It's a good analogy.
So now they're saying like when people are they're saying I listened to this like a year ago, and he's like, you're gonna see a year from now, people are gonna start getting sick with a bunch of little things that they shouldn't have gotten sick with. Yo, this is a year ago I heard this.
It's like fucking soothsayer. No, okay. No, but well, it's also, I mean, on the flip side, like it's people don't have colds anymore, or they haven't in a little while. Now people are starting to have colds again. But there was a point where you didn't hear nobody cough, nothing. There was zero anything else. I mean, part of that's just dirt. You just realize how dirty the world is from that, though. Still, you know what I mean? Like shit.
Dirty. You only hear about dirty.
Not really.
No. No. Yeah.
Hit me. Oh no.
So I was on Instagram, and somebody put a post up. Was it 6Buzz? It might have been 6Buzz.
Yeah.
But outside of the Chinese restaurant downtown.
Yo, don't do it, man. Like, didn't you saw the follow up to that shit?
No, what happened?
Don't bat him up, man.
No, I'm not calling no names. Tell me what happened. Tell me the follow up.
Bat up 6Buzz, man.
What happened? What happened?
The mans were following protocol, man. There was a spill. You got to clean up your spill, and then there's ways to take. There was a big thing.
Dispose of it. Okay, ways to dispose of it. Okay.
Yeah, like yeah. There was a thing against Six Buzz for that, man.
Good, 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 good.
Pat in the
I'm
butt.
glad you came with that.
No, because I stopped you quick before you got caught in the wave, yo.
I'm glad you came with that, yo.
No, for real though, because they were saying, especially like the Asian community, stuff like that, blah blah blah. I said it wasn't right, and then I didn't hear nothing of it after. They came for the buzz. So it goes. You got a Christmas drink? What's that? Some sake?
It is called Charm. Can't see it.
No, charm, right?
Charm soju.
What's
Soju.
soju?
Soju. It's I think it's a Korean drink. A Korean liquor. Okay, so charm soju, liquor distilled from rice.
So kind of like a sake.
It's a Korean liqueur.
Mm.
One of my clients, when he came to the open house.
Were you gonna segue your Six Buzz story into this, yo? Did I?
No, bro.
You liar.
Wowzers. How did you build that? Yo, how did you do that, bro? You're a grimy guy, man. How did you do that?
I'm looking now. I'm like, what the how is it? Because you started bringing the bottle like right now. That was your segue, yo. Hey, they're coming for you, man.
Yeah, man. So he brought me a bottle of this soju. Adrian, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my brother. And he brought me a bottle of Hennessy. You know, usually I'm drinking wine, but I'm like, I got all this liquor. I got to start drinking it somehow, some way. All right. So he told me to mix the soju with the Henny. He didn't tell me what, equal parts or the ratio, but, try a thing.
What in the world?
I don't even know. I don't even remember if he said drink it separately. I can't quite remember now. But this is a commercial for soju.
That's crazy shit.
Apparently, when you drink this, when you open the cap up, you're supposed to drink it with friends, and you're supposed to flick this thing right here. Flick it, and then whoever flicks it off starts off the bottle. Or no, I think it's a drinking game. I think whoever flicks this off has to drink the whole bottle.
The whole bottle?
I think, if I heard properly.
I don't think I'm not sure you heard any of this properly, yo.
It was Korean, and I was trying my best to translate. But charm soju.
Should have Googled that shit. Yo, let me tell you something, man. Last week we talked about the Funko I got. Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that at all last week?
Yes.
The Funko Pop.
Yes.
Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, right? USA.
Scottie Pippen, yes. Scottie Pippen.
And was there another one too at that point?
Yoda, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. All right. So I'm going to tell you. So I had 2 at that time. I am going to tell you how many I have right now. I've lost my mind. I have 14.
Huh?
14. And there's one on the way.
14.
There's 3 on the way.
That's like
kids did it, man. It's kids' fault.
That's like 2 a day that's like 2 weeks worth.
Hey, stop it, man. Calm down.
Who you got? So there's Scottie Pippen, there's Christmas Yoda, Christmas Baby Yoda. Is it Christmas Yoda or Christmas Baby Yoda?
Regular Yoda.
That's regular Yoda? I thought you had Santa hat on and stuff.
Well, no, sorry. Well, I mean it's Yoda, not
regular
Baby
Yoda.
Yoda.
Okay. Sanka, you're dead? Cool runnings. Herb Blitzer.
John Candy. At first I got just Sanka, and then I was like, you know what? That's actually John Candy. Let me make sure that I get the John Candy one. And then over here, wow, I got these. Hang on, wait for it. Oh, it's bad. Wait, there you go.
Okay, Sidney Dean.
And Billy Hoyle, yo. White man can't
Billy
jump,
Ho?
yo. Yeah, man.
His name was Hoyle?
Yeah. That's
I
what I
thought his
said
name was
too.
Billy Ho. I thought
Billy
his name
Ho.
was Billy Ho.
We call him Billy Ho.
Billy Ho.
So there's those guys. So
Billy
I got
Hoyle. Okay.
you learned something new.
Holy smokes.
I got a Luke Skywalker with Yoda, the one on his back from like the original movie, or Oscar De La Hoya.
Hold on.
Mike
Oscar
De
got in
La
there?
Hoya.
Yeah.
Michael, Star Trek Captain, Michael Burnham, Sanka, Sydney and Billy, Captain Kirk in his chair, Alex Trebek, Irv Blitzer, Scottie Pippen. And then on the way is shit, what's on? Goonies, Data from the Goonies.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Right? But there's more than one. I got the one with he's got the glove. When he has the boxing glove and he shoots the glove. He's got the glove.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Data, yo. And somebody else too. Whatever. So yeah. I'm sitting there sometimes. Oh yeah, I just ordered you ready for this one, people? Johnny from Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze. Yeah. Watch me, yo. See this, and I'm gonna tell you something. These that I've started collecting, I'm not just collecting. Like I don't just want, oh, this 7 set or this 10 set. I only want things that have touched my soul in my life. You know what?
This one go hard in the paint. It's a good thing you don't do cocaine, bro.
Yeah, man. So
it's a good thing
Johnny
you don't
from
do
Dirty
cocaine.
Dance, the final dance, yo. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody knows the final dance, right? And you're about to, right? Man, wait, that like, bruh. And then baby was cheap, and then baby, the price for baby changed. So I'll see what happens with baby.
Was that Dirty Dancing or was that Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3?
Y'all ain't ready for like, oh man, yo. Only things that touch my soul, man. Yeah, the Raptor, Mike Tyson, Blue Jay. I got the Blue Jay. What am I looking for, Johnny? Yeah, man. Hang on. There's 2 Johnnies as well. There's Practice Johnny and there's Finale Johnny. Yo, you don't understand how many of these things there are.
It sounds like there's millions. It sounds like it, because if you got 2 different Johnnies, it's got to be millions. Because who has,
right? Yeah.
Okay, so there's Johnny. Is there the girl then?
Yeah, baby. So you see that? Kinda. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it.
There we go. All right. Finale. That's the Finale Johnny. That's the suit he was wearing. That's the dun, 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 dun. Right. And then where's the other Johnny? All right, hang on. That's just regular Johnny. All right. Just that practice, walking around in the at the in the afternoon.
Wow.
With his wife beater on.
That's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
So is there a Roadhouse Patrick Swayze?
No. Oh wait, hang on. Let's type in Patrick Swayze. Yo, there's like an app with all the minute. You can when you get them, you scan them, beep, and it's in your collection. This is insane. I went to Toys R Us for the first time in like 15 years yesterday.
Toys R Us. I remember when Toys R Us came to Canada, I was like,
I remember when I was a kid, I remember one with my baseball team, like 2 or 3 of us, we spent like, our parents just left us there for like 5 hours. We were just riding the scooter. I'm sure it wasn't 5 hours, but it felt like it.
No, because the first time I ever went to Toys R Us was I was in Milwaukee. And I was like, what is this place? Toys R Us. And then it wasn't until like years later that Toys R Us came to Canada. At least it was at Denison and Kennedy. Toys R Us opened up there in Denison and Kennedy. And I was like, wow. But I mean, at this time, I was way too old to appreciate it. I was way too old for me to.
Yeah, how old are you? Kennedy and Denison
Yeah, I was.
in that plaza.
So there's the plaza, but then like maybe like a block down, Toys R Us had their own independent building there. And I was like, yo, this crazy Toys R Us is here. But I'm too old to even like want to go in there and like be in glee or anything like that. But but still, it was nostalgic. It made me think like, wow, I would have loved this when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wonder if Toys R Us feels the same to kids as it did to me when I was a kid for the first time.
No way, man.
Hmm.
Maybe. No, because Toys R Us was new. Like it was just new to us, right?
Right. It wasn't new to the. It wasn't new to the world, but it was
we-
new to us.
But we had other stuff. Then all of a sudden, we had Toys R Us.
Right. Okay. So So consumers distributing would have been our Toys R Us or some shit, right?
Right.
We yeah.
Or Kmart, Zellers,
the Kmart
toy section.
The toy section, yeah.
Right.
But
This
this is the whole fucking toy store. Crazy.
All the toys, everything in there, all toys.
Yeah, it's wild.
I don't want to grow up.
Even when I go in there now,
Toys R Us,
I'm still
there's a million things that I can play with.
Oh my.
Bikes to trains to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is.
Jeez.
I don't want to grow up, baby. If I did, I wouldn't be a Toys R Us kid. That was a commercial for Toys R Us.
That was super impressive. Super impressive. That was dope.
I try. Versatile.
Wow.
Versatile.
What
What else is happening in the world?
We have to give that to Che and have him remix challenge that.
DJ Che La Soul. I think he's on again. He was on. He did an extra show. It's good. A little more Che. He did a reggae show yesterday. Oh, when we were doing sound check, right? He was on.
He came on after Channel 9, after the Power Hour, after Studio B. DJ Channel 9.
Ride with 9. Ride with 9. The Twitch. Oh, Boom Boom Chat. I forgot. Yes, Boom Boom Chat. Twitch tomorrow. And then, are we waiting to the Boom Boom Chat to tell people? I guess they'll find what's going to happen first. They're going to find out if we tell them right now, or if they see it on the Boom Boom Chat.
I guess they'll find out if we tell them right now, but they'll find out on Boom Boom Chat first, because by the time this goes out, we'd have already done Boom Boom Chat tomorrow.
I mean, that's, I guess, the difference you get with live and recorded.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So
wow, see, it's funny how the world works like that.
Yeah, if we say, even if, so what are we gonna do anyways?
What are we gonna do? What do you mean? We're gonna do the same thing, right?
So next week live,
right? Is that what you said?
Next week live.
That's what you told them.
Is that what we're gonna do? You think?
Next week, Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. live on Twitch.
Okay.
Pizza in the break room. We are about to bring it just the same way we brought it when we weren't live. So here we go. We here. Come join us.
Holla, holla, holla. Come and join us.
Get pumped.
www.twitch.tv/pizza in the break room.
It's time, y'all. We go crazy now.
Interesting.
No, that's gonna be good. It isn't, because but yeah, same shit, man. 9:30 to like 11. All right. See, look at that. You got more than the hour out of me. I know you wanted. I know you didn't like when I was saying like an hour or 40. I was even saying like I remember I said a half an hour one time. You almost like just press the button. You was like, "Fuck this! I don't like this guy anymore." Well, hour and a half, because hour and a half lets you get into it. I mean, outside of the first show, lets you get into it a little bit. Like we can
Mhm.
get into it. Here, this is our live brainstorming session on for our live Pizza on the Break Room Twitch. Excuse me. Yeah, get into it. Happy day, all that good stuff. Welcome, welcome. Call that 15 minutes. All right.
Okay. Okay.
And then hit something. Right. Maybe the chat takes us somewhere, but I'm sure maybe we should have like one or two things to hit. Right. Because we can hit it
Mm-hmm.
so that now the chat's here. So then they'll take us where it goes. I think. Right, Kingston?
Ideally. What does Kingston
No,
say?
no, no.
What's Kingston think
Like,
about this?
Kingston's just lying down. He's just like, leave me alone. I'm tired. He's
Allow,
yawning.
allow me.
He's not having it. Yeah. I don't know. Well, shoot. I'll do an hour. I'll do an hour. I'm just saying because it's 9:30. 9:30 to 11, and we usually do more than that anyways. Because look, it's 11 right now, and we still probably got a little bit into us. Well, we started late too, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think? I don't think it's too different. No, you think it's different?
I say we do an hour for sure at least.
Okay, that's fair.
I say we do an hour for sure at least. And I feel like it's gonna be different.
It'll be way different.
It will be, right?
Yeah, but it'll be the same. Why do you? So what's the big difference you feel that there's going to be?
I guess the big difference is me and you are speaking right now. We're just boom interacting, and then now, do we lose a vibe? Do we lose a focus? Like
No,
you know what I mean? What they say?
well, because because it's just like it's they're talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think as long as we keep that in mind, then we're good.
Mm-hmm.
I think, right? Like no matter if whatever, somebody could at Couture Life and somebody could at T dot Hotshot, but they're talking to us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think as long as we keep that in mind, then everything's fine. As long as it's not. I think that's the only thing in my head is that they're talking to us, no matter what. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's the saving grace for me. Because somebody could say something to me on a topic that you want to speak about, for example.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So from that perspective, right? Somebody can then all right, then speak on it because they're talking to us. I'm sure I'll find my way into that part of the conversation. But I think if it's us speaking us and then there's the chat, then we're fine. No matter, and that's still broad, right? That's still no matter how it ends up. Like, I'm sure it's gonna. I think I have a setup that's gonna make sense, like with an extra screen and stuff like that, right? To see the chat and all that, because I don't.
Okay, right.
Because I don't usually. I don't have to have that focus, right? Like, for example, a DJ has to DJ and then try to see the chat.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking, which is easier, definitely, than right. But still, sometimes, even when I'm on the boom boom chat, I miss the chat, right? Because we're into. So I think that's maybe the transition, but the other piece being is everybody else is just in the chat for the most part too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're in the chat, they're there, so we have control of that too, I guess. Live brainstorming sessions. You can see his apprehension.
No apprehension.
What are you thinking so hard?
I'm just thinking, do we go in with anything? Do we go in with clips and stuff?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, so for instance, you see like how I like when we were in the chat with the girls yesterday, and I put in a clip of whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of the 8-year thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have some stuff like in like some ammunition in the barrel? You know what I mean? And then we just like
Go
things
from
that we
there, yeah.
like things that we talk about. Like for instance, like a Josh Allen clip, you know what I mean? And play it
So
and then chat about it.
then, so here's what happens with that then.
Mm-hmm.
Is that then we shouldn't live next Tuesday, everybody, 9:30. And then maybe we should still do this.
Still do this. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We should do that, and maybe that shortens it up a little bit, right? Maybe it's more maybe it's okay, we gotta come and talk about this. Right? Maybe we gotta talk what happened with Josh Allen, what happened with the Bills this week, whatever, blah blah blah. You know, how's COVID? All right, get that ready. And then have that ready to hit it.
Okay, hit me again. Say again. So then we have pieces of this to hit there.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because what would you have? Okay, so what would you have? You know,
Okay,
so
so
if we're talking about Josh Allen, for example, and we want to hit with something, where would that come? What would be that? What would be the source material?
Okay. Maybe just some source material that's out there in the internet. But are you saying then on the live we would reference stuff that we like referenced us that we spoke about?
I mean, I'm just thinking about it for the first time now, but yes, that's what I was saying.
I also thought of that as well. I also thought that might be a possibility of a way to approach it.
Right? As long as we don't wear the same clothes. Try to think about it, man. Try to look at all the angles, man.
Struggle dusty. Struggle dusty.
It's a lot of how many episodes now? Oh shit, what happened? No double up, man. Episode 25, Pizza in the Break Room. Is that right? Shit, 25. It's like
episode 25.
Actually, every episode's a milestone.
Episode 25 of Pizza in the Break. It's a quarter. It's a quarter. This is a whole quarter.
You hear that, Kingston?
It's a whole quarter.
Perk those ears up, Kingston. We here.
We finished the first quarter, y'all.
All right.
Got 3 more quarters left.
No, we got lots of quarters. A couple games left.
Jeez.
That's sick though. 25 episodes.
25. Wow, whole quarter. That's right. That's 1/4 of the pie.
Jeez. But yeah, I don't know. I'm game for what I'm always game for whatever, but that's as you were saying it. That, you know, do we have some clips and shit? And I was like, yeah, where does that? It's either straight, you know, okay, you talk about Josh Allen, all right, you talk about vegetables, all right, like straight like that. I mean, we gotta go with what we know.
How about I talk about Josh Allen, you talk about vegetables? That sounds more interesting.
It does. Game. All right. Done.
Oh man.
But yeah, so it's either like straight edit like that or still do this and take stuff from there to use no matter how it works out, right?
Okay. So next week, Tuesday, live for sure.
Next week, Tuesday, we're just gonna hit the button. Just like we hit the button on this the first time, and then see what happens.
See what happens. Man. So how did Josh Allen do this weekend anyways?
Well, I mean, he had, it's hard. He had a shitty game, right? a very shitty game statistically overall. He had, hang on. He was like, oh, this isn't the full stats, but he only had like 11 completing, 120 passing yards, 3 interceptions, no passing touchdowns, but then he rushed 15 times for 81 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns.
He scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he ran for 2 touchdowns. Remember last week you were asking like how he rushes it, and I said he takes the ball and he just starts running.
Mm-hmm.
Stiff arms people, he runs over people. Stay healthy, Josh. Yeah, so he had a shitty game, but they won by a bunch. 29-15.
29-15. That's 2 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Did the score represent the game, or I know when you guys beat New England, you said the score didn't represent, like, even though you beat them by a lot, it was worse.
Yeah, so we won by 2 touchdowns and we played shitty. So it did represent that we're wicked, but we played like shit and still won by 2 touchdowns, basically.
Okay, that's Falcons, right?
Yeah, but they're not really. I mean, they're not. I mean, they had a chance at the playoffs, and then we knocked them out of the playoffs, but they weren't really that good of a team.
How much weeks left in football? Is what, 18 weeks?
1 more week. Yeah,
1 more week. Okay, so
there's 18 weeks now. Yeah,
18 weeks now.
First
So
year.
what did they what are they going to clinch? Like, are they playoff bound?
They're in the playoffs. So they have they're in the playoffs no matter what. If they win this week, they win their division.
Okay.
If you win your division, they're in no matter what. But if you win your division, you're automatically in.
You get a bye?
No bye this year. So this is the first year they have. It's the first year they have it last year too. Anyways, it's an extra game this year. So there's 7 playoff teams on each side. Only 1 team gets a bye this year. Usually, for all time, it's been like 2 teams get a bye. Not for all time, but whatever. Now only the first place team gets a bye, and then 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, whatever.
Okay.
Well, the first 4 teams are the division winners. So at worst, I think the Bills could be 5th or 6th, and at best they could be 2nd. It's like it's coming down to madness right now, actually.
So at the worst, they could be 5th or 6th in one week.
Yeah.
And at the best, they could be 2nd.
Yeah.
Who would they be 2nd to?
Tennessee, I think. Yeah, Tennessee.
Didn't Tennessee just lose to New England like 50-10 or something like that?
No, not Tennessee. What, last week? Not this week.
Who lost to New England just now? 50. Like, New England just put 50 on somebody, didn't they?
Yeah. Please hold. Where's the NHL stuff? Yeah, they beat up somebody. I forget who they beat up. All my fantasy shit's gone crazy now that there's no games left. Matchup. Open. Here we go. No, see, it's all fucked up now. It's all fucked up now. What was your question? What do you want to know?
Who did Patriots beat? 50 to 10, is it?
The Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
50 to 10.
I guess they're a bad team.
Yeah, they are actually, but they're saying the Bills could play New England in the first round, and there's a Monday night playoff game this year, and they're saying that's betting man has that as if it's the Bills versus the Patriots, then it might be the Monday night playoff game. Crazy shit. Anyways, go Bills. Win. We just got to win games.
That's not nice. That's not nice, is it?
Why not?
I'm just saying, should be Bills Patriots later on in the playoffs.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess. No.
I guess if you have championship aspirations, it doesn't matter who you play, when you play, because you're planning on beating everybody, right?
Right. And nobody would really consider. Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask about who's the favorite, who would be the favorite in the AFC in general. But it's just madness. This whole anybody can win. To be honest with you, just get into the playoffs. If you get into the playoffs, you got a chance at winning. That is the way I see it. Especially in the AFC. AFC is good, man, right now. The Titans are number one, and they're getting Derrick Henry back, and then it's the Chiefs.
What positions Derrick Henry play?
Running back.
Okay.
He's like the gangster running back. He's like the leading rusher every year, blah, blah, blah. He stiff arms people, throws people. He's like huge and fast.
Short or big?
Tall. Tall, big, fast.
Yeah. What position does Antonio Brown play?
Wide receiver. Antonio Brown.
So what, he didn't like that Brady was targeting Gronkowski?
That's what I heard. I don't know if they got the sound on that. They must have the sound on that somewhere, but yeah, he was, when he told Brady came over to him, they said, and he was like, why don't you throw it to your boy Gronk? Like basically kind of that kind of shit, right? You go throw it to your boy Gronk. But then they were also saying that the coach was like, yo, you got to get in, because if we can get you your, I think it was yards or touchdowns. Basically, he had 3 incentives in his contract. Each were $333,000, whatever, million out of $1 million. And I think it was for how many yards, how many touchdowns, and I guess it must have been how many receptions. But it was, he had 2 more games to get like 5 catches, 80 yards type shit, right? And
achievable stuff.
In one achievable stuff in one game. Basically, right? And story goes that the coach was trying to get him, okay, get back, let's go, time to get back in, you got to get your shit going. But then he said he was hurt. So it's interesting, kinda, except that he just sometimes you just can't go wild sometimes. Once you go wild, that's it, right? Because if he didn't go wild, then maybe people are like, you know what? Maybe he was hurt. How can you tell him about his body? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you're just a doctor. The NFL, of course you're gonna tell him he's healthy, right? Like that kind of shit. Right. And game day, and this man's saying, so he lost this man's just saying, oh man, I don't feel right. Because he went wild. That's the problem, that he went wild. You could have not felt right, not went wild, I guess, right?
But he's a wild boy.
Especially, right? That's the problem. Because now you're just burning bridges, and especially what he did with what they say he did with Brady, right? How are you gonna go to Brady and be like, yo, how we're gonna pass it to your boy? Stuff like that, when Brady's the guy that brought
you here.
Brought him here, when the coach out loud said, yo, we don't need it, before they signed him, yo, we don't need this guy. And then Brady was like, yo, this guy's coming. And then you have to, if Brady says he's coming, he's coming. Yeah. So how you vouch for a guy like that? And he's like, yo, your boy Gronk. But again, maybe, like I said, I don't know if they got the sound on all that shit. But you can't wild out. That's what some people don't understand that, I think, right? No matter what the situation, once you wild out, that's it. You've wilded out.
No coming back from that.
Yeah.
You're a wild out guy. That's how they know you now.
Or whatever, right? And you're a wild out guy, or it takes away all the rest of the story, I guess, right?
And now that he's done the public, there's no cleaning it up. There's no pretending it didn't happen behind the scenes.
This guy went down to his drawers almost, yo. Like, this guy threw his t-shirt, undershirt, uniform, threw his uniform on the bench.
That reminds me of? That reminds me of when LeBron threw the game against the Celtics. Was it Celtics?
You say through the game. Which game are you referring to? The game.
That
Are you talking
motherfucker
about
threw
quit or through?
he threw it, bro. He
I've
quit,
seen it
threw
a
it,
couple of times.
he quit, threw it because I don't know if you remember, it was the playoff series. Going into that playoffs, Cleveland Cavaliers were the #1 team in the league, had the best record.
Is that the year they played Detroit and beat Detroit because LeBron scored 29 straight points or some shit like that?
No, that year they went to the finals.
Hmm.
I'm talking about the year they lost to the Celtics.
Hmm.
Right? And there's no reason they should have lost to the Celtics.
Hmm.
Yes, the Celtics are whatever, but Cleveland was the #1 team, best record that year.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember after he lost, when he was walking down the when he was walking out of the stadium, man took off his Ganzi and threw it away. All right. And I go, this guy's out of here. This guy threw the game. This guy threw the game. And the reason I came to, because I'm always into my like conclusions, bro. My frame of thinking.
The rabbit hole, down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way he could have won, because they could have won the championship that year. That's how good they were, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no way they could have, he could not have won the championship and then leave. Right? I'm like, he threw it because he knew he had to leave. Because to maximize who LeBron is, he had to get out of Cleveland and head somewhere. And it was Miami. I didn't know where he was going, but when he went like this, boom, boom, and threw off the gear, I'm like, this guy's out of here. He threw the game. He threw it. He shouldn't have lost. And then boom, that summer he went to Miami.
I remember what you're talking about now. I think he just got beat. I think he wanted to just cry. There's too many. It was just him against no. Like he had no help. Right. But he had the best record in the NBA, and he never even played the third. You see how when Golden State was killing it, and Steph Curry never played the fourth quarter, and he still got MVP. Never played fourth quarters and still got MVPs. LeBron never, when he was with Cleveland that year, he never played it. He never played fourth quarters because that's how good the team was. So you say they didn't have no help. Well, that's why they lost though.
Why?
In the playoffs, because playoffs are different.
Playoffs are not different. Why do people say that? Because people say that. Playoffs are not different.
Playoffs are different. Playoffs are different.
If Golden State Warriors, Baron Davis, and them boys there beat Dallas Mavericks, who was the #1 team, and Don Nelson made sure that they fell to 8th so that they can face Dallas Mavericks as the #1 seed. Playoffs aren't different. He knows that we're just going to beat these guys.
That's an anomaly.
It's not an anomaly. He knows that he dropped to 8th. He dropped to 8th to beat that team.
But that was an anomaly, though.
Why?
How often does the 8 beat the 1? I'm not disagreeing with it. He dropped to 8 and they beat them. Okay, that's still an anomaly.
Yeah,
an outlier.
Yeah. Okay. It isn't an outlier in the broader sense of things.
Yes.
But playoffs aren't different. He knows come playoffs, we're gonna drop to this spot so we can beat this team.
It's not teams don't score 150 points in the playoffs.
It's not, huh?
Teams don't score 150 points in the playoffs.
Okay.
It's different. It's just a little. It's different. It's not like. It's not like.
Why is it different? Why is it different? There's no team that's gonna be a team that they're not supposed to beat, because playoffs are different.
Everything tightens up in the playoffs, especially because it's a series.
Playoffs are different. You beat who you're gonna beat.
That's the other thing too, because it's a series, so it is different. You're playing matchups a little bit differently. It's just different. It's not like regular season playoffs. Playoffs different, man.
Stop saying that.
Playoffs different.
That's poppycock. That's foolishness.
Don't tell me what to do.
You have to stop saying these things. You have to stop saying these cliches that everybody says. Playoffs are different. It's not. It's not.
It is. To me, it is. Okay,
I'll tell you this. If I'm going to beat somebody tomorrow, I don't care if playoffs happen the next day. I'm beating them again. They're not going to beat me because playoffs are different.
I know. I think the same way. I think the same way. But that's us thinking differently. Everybody don't think the same way. I agree. I'll choke you out if
Okay.
it's the regular season. I'll choke you out if it's preseason. I'll choke you out in the playoffs. Same shit, whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
From that perspective. So if you're coming from that perspective, yes, I agree with you. But from the other, like, playoffs is different.
How's playoffs different? Okay. So for your team, the Bills,
Yeah.
is playoffs gonna be different? Are they gonna now be
Yes.
shit?
No. They're gonna be good because they're ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, and anybody who's in the playoffs is gonna be ready for the playoffs.
I mean, they think they're ready. It's just like, again, if we're looking at, just not looking at I'm looking at like 8 times out of 10, 950 times out of 1,000, right? See, I lost it. It was a good one too. Playoffs are different, man.
Okay. Is playoffs different for LeBron?
Yeah.
How?
In the playoffs, there's more of LeBron time. There's more LeBron time in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
There's more, okay, here, you are the best. So we know you're the best, and we know that you, LeBron, are ready for the playoffs. We're going to give you the ball a little bit more. You do what you do with it. There's a little bit more. There's a little bit less. We go from if we're talking basketball, we go from a 10-man rotation, 11-man rotation to a 8-man rotation.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff. It's just a little bit different. It's not like, I'm not saying people will necessarily play, like, they're still running the same plays, but you go from 11 guys to 8 guys.
Okay.
You go from,
so as
you go from 30 minutes to 33 minutes.
Okay.
LeBron or whatever.
So as you say that, there's not only one team that does that constricting, that truncating. Every team does the same thing. Every team shortens up their roster. Everything everybody tightens up their defense. Everybody tightens up their the amount of minutes that their bench players get.
Yes.
So playoffs are different for everybody.
Yes.
Which means then playoffs are the same.
No. Because it's playoffs compared to the regular season. Not how I handle the playoffs, not how you handle the playoffs, not how teams all handle the playoffs, because now it's the playoffs. The point is they change the way that they're doing something in some ways. Some ways, not always, right?
Okay. So every year when Raptors would lose to Cleveland, with all this bullshit, all this fraud, people would say, yo, it's because playoffs are different.
Yeah.
If you want to say that the refs giving LeBron his favoritism and making sure that he gets to the finals is different, then okay, I can agree with that. That is different. But Cleveland as a team was not better come playoffs than Raptors were.
But playoffs are different. And Cleveland was ready for the playoffs.
Cleveland was not ready for the playoffs any more than the Raptors were. For DeMar DeRozan not to get his foul calls. Okay. So if Chicago goes to the playoffs, Chicago's going to the playoffs. Will then DeMar DeRozan be a shitbag again?
Who said DeMar DeRozan's a shitbag? What do you mean? Is he gonna revert? Is that your question? Is that your actual question? Is he going to revert?
DeMar DeRozan is amazing. DeMar DeRozan is amazing during the season, but then come playoffs, they don't give him his calls, which then minimizes the amount of productivity that he can have on the court, which then makes people say, "Oh, DeMar DeRozan shit up the bed." But really, it's not his fault. It's just that they're just dealing with him differently because he's playing against LeBron. So, for instance, for Cleveland to finish a series of 144 foul shots compared to Raptors' 44 foul shots, there's no way we could ever compete with that. When we have the number 1 or number 2 foul shot getter in the league on our team, and he doesn't get no foul shots. It doesn't make no sense. So that's not DeMar's fault. So I'm saying when DeMar goes to the playoffs, go. When DeMar goes to the playoffs this year, because you say playoffs are different, does that mean that he's gonna resort to shit in the bed?
Well, that's on him.
It's not on him.
Yes, it is.
It was not him.
No. Well, that's true. But you're trying to add these two things together for me. I can say that it's on him and it not be about
How can
whatever.
it be on him? You tell me how it can be on him.
He has to approach the playoffs differently, and I think he will. I actually think he'll have a successful playoffs. I'm hoping that he does. As long as he doesn't play the Raptors, because that would be whack. All the stuff that happens in the playoffs is again a derivative of the playoffs. Refs call the playoffs different. Team, like, it's just different. Raptors didn't own, like, so DeMar DeRozan had shitty playoff series outside of the LeBron series, whether the Raptors won or not. Like, and Kyle Lowry for a little bit too. It was Kyle Lowry that actually came out of it more than DeRozan ever came out of it. But they had a shitty playoff series outside of the LeBron series. Like there was years they were like, oh, how did the Raptors even make it that far? 4-3 against Orlando, like that type of shit, right? They were struggling against Orlando.
How'd they come out?
They won. But again, two things can be true. They could have won, and DeMar DeRozan could have played shit.
Norman Powell.
That kind of stuff.
Norman
Right.
Powell.
So, anyways, no hate on, because no disrespect to DeMar DeRozan.
I was looking for one. Holy goddamn.
That's for Sheezy. No disrespect to DeMar DeRozan, but I'm just happy for what I'm seeing with him right now. And you know what? He was the sacrificial lamb, and we just can't say anything because we sacrificed the lamb and we won the championship. Can't say anything. Same thing with fucking JV. Like, look at JV. People gonna tell me JV's better than Marc Gasol. Sure, JV's fucking better than Marc Gasol right now, but he was not better for us that year to win the championship. Marc Gasol is what we needed that year. But JV, you know me, I kick and scream JV. No, JV's a walking triple double almost, yo. He's out on the perimeter dropping threes.
He's definitely a walking double double. That's for sure.
That's for sure. But he was always a walking. He used to get a double double in like
17 minutes. Yeah, 17 minutes exactly.
Yeah. So JV's a beast, yo. I don't know how many assists he really has, guys, per game, but he's a beast. But same concept, whatever. It has. Sometimes it's just what's good for the team at the time. But DeMar DeRozan, big up, big it all up. Go,
big up DeMar. So your boy's putting in work though.
Which boy? Who's this now?
Your all-star boy.
Who's my all-star boy now?
Van Vliet.
He's not an all-star yet, is he?
Well, I mean, if he's not an all-star, they're being assholes. But right? I guess it all depends on records. But they're 500 now. They're closing in on the 8th spot. But
he should definitely be an all-star.
But he's putting in work.
He's going to be an all-star. He can't not be an all-star, I think.
He dropped like a 33, a 35, and a 31 in the last 3 games.
Best Raptor, yo. You see it.
I mean, I can't argue with you. He's controlling the ball. He can get to 31 if he wants to. He's the one controlling the ball.
No, but that's not. He doesn't do it like that, though.
No, he's shooting a good percentage, 57% from the field. That's good stuff.
You can't hate on what Fred's doing. Fred doesn't. He's.
They need him.
Good for.
They need him. Yeah, they definitely are looking good when he plays. You're right. I'm not gonna fight it. Hello?
Or the ball when it's like, yo, we need a basket.
You froze for a second there.
Oh, man.
Did I freeze now?
No, it was me. It told me it was like your connection's unstable.
But now it's saying that to me now.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Well, that's double bad. It's a double whammy.
Did I freeze too?
I froze.
I thought you were looking at me with a condescending look. You're just stuck in like this. Right?
What was I talking about? What were we talking about now?
Fred, I saying that he's putting up good percentages, and you're like, he.
Yeah, I needed to see him. Yo, here, go take the ball, Fred. Can you
Mhm.
score, please?
Mhm.
And he does that. So that's wicked. Whatever.
Mhm. Yeah,
Whatever.
Raptors went from first in the league in drawing charges to last.
Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry took like at least one a game.
Mhm.
He led the league every year, right? Or he was up there in every year.
It's a big deal, you know. Even if it's one that he draws a game, the deterrent, you know what I mean? Like people being cautious of how they approach the paint because they know like you got to be
Kyle Lowry's
careful.
right there.
Yeah, and just like a shot blocker, like a real good shot blocker. Yeah, maybe he gets 1.7 shot blocks a game, but the fact that he's there changes
Changing
the
some
way.
shots.
Yeah, changes. Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, for real. It's important. Those little things are important. Some people don't see that, right?
Mhm.
Like nobody's gonna say. I remember we were talking about Elder the other day. I have it on video. He came to watch a game after he was done because he's only 1 year older than me, fucking Elder. I don't know how you're talking about like trying to talk to me like I'm young or something like that, guy. Like fucking check your fucking shit, man.
So he he
Um,
he came to watch you guys. You say you have it on tape that he came to watch you guys.
what I we were watching the game and we were playing, and I was about to say that nobody would ever say somebody just took a game-winning charge, right?
Mm.
But there's the video. I remember it was after we came back from work to rule. It was our first tournament. I remember that tournament was lit. And I remember we got teed up because some Americans were there, and we almost got into a brawl with the Americans because the parents were like swearing at us and stuff like that. We're like, yo, the parents are swearing at us, man. Anyways, so wherever that tournament was, I think it was in Vaughan. Anyways, close game. We were up one. We had the ball. The guy stole the ball. I got back. I took a charge. While he was about to score, it was like a fast break charge, which is much harder than it looks on in real life, people. But then you hear Elder because he was standing beside the cameraman. He's like, and it just took a game-winning charge. But nobody ever says that shit, yo. People don't see that stuff, right? People might just see that this guy, and somebody would never say, go away from that game and say, yo, and at the end of the game, this guy took a charge, whatever. I just say some guy, he missed a shot at the end of the game. Coming for you, Elder. We're going to get you on. We're going to get you on here one of these days, Elder.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. We'll bring him on.
We'll do live on location and put you outside and you'll just be shook. Like, when you message me about he said I'm old, get out, or he's old too, I'm too, get out of here, yo. Get out of here, yo, with that. That made me angry, man. Move. You're one of the guys that I like too, Elder, man. Anyways. Yo, we didn't even talk about. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, go.
No, you had something. Go.
No, I was just gonna say, Raptors played San Antonio tonight. Put a little spanking on them, 129 to 105. Feels good. It feels good to finally see like the full team playing together.
OG's back, yo.
Full team playing together to kind of see what they can do offensively. You know, like put a like 129.
What was the score? Oh shit, 129. Fred Turtle. Jakob Turtle. He's a beast,
Jakob.
yo.
What did he do? What did he do?
Oh shit. I just
remember that. Yo, that roster was so sick, man, with the bench mob. Jakob, Pascal, Fred. That's a starting lineup on the bench.
True story.
Norm Powell was part of that.
Turtle had
Delon
19.
Wright.
19 points, 12 rebounds on 9 of 13 shooting.
Mm.
4 assists. Turtle. Bad boy.
I see on OG's page, I think it's OG's page, where he's like, if DeMar wins the championship, he'd be so happy.
Yeah. Everybody would be happy.
Everybody would be happy.
Everybody would. There wouldn't be an angry person in the entire NBA universe.
Yeah.
In the entire NBA universe.
He definitely deserves some retribution, some repatriation.
He needs some juju back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they took his soul, yo.
Man, oh man. But yeah, I feel good for them. But I like that the Raptors are creeping back up in standings.
But they should just. I'll never say that you should tank, but it's really
tank for what though?
And I said no. You heard?
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, jeez, man. Oh, you're aggressive, man. I mean,
sorry, man.
I would never say to tank, but just that they're not gonna win a playoff series this year.
Yes, they will. As long as everybody's healthy, they'll win a playoff series.
What place are they in right now?
They're 9th. By the end of tomorrow, they could be 7th.
It depends.
They can. All they got to do is be if all their players are there, they can win a playoff series.
What if they're like 7?
They could number 2. They could beat anybody. They've beat everybody already. Playoffs are different.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Playoffs are different.
They are different, which is good for the Raptors.
Playoffs are.
But that's good. That's good for the Raptors.
Now, before when Raptors go to playoffs are different, yo. Not you. I'm not saying you, but that's what people say. Yo, if Raptors, playoffs are different.
Playoffs are different, but that's good for the Raptors now because now they have some seasoned. They have seasoned playoff people. Pascal's been to the playoffs, so it's not just like crazy Pascal. At least he won't be all playoff wild. There's levels to that.
What does playoff wild mean? Oh, you mean like Bubble Pascal, that one?
No.
Which one?
Well, what did Bubble Pascal do? Bubble Pascal blew up?
Bubble Pascal was gross.
Right.
Gross. Bubble Pascal couldn't even play basketball. I don't know what that was about. I don't even know what happened there.
The only good playoff Pascal was Pascal with Kawhi.
Yeah, that was sick Pascal.
Yeah,
that was MVP.
Yeah, because Kawhi was there.
Yeah.
There's nothing to come on, man. There's just right. There was a number 1. There was a bona fide number 1, and Pascal can be a good number 2.
Yeah.
2B.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry. We had this conversation the other day too. Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry was the second best Raptor at that time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying, man. We don't have to have this conversation. Just replay it. It was like 3 episodes ago.
You know Josh Primo?
No. Do I?
Canadian kid on San Antonio. He dropped 15 tonight. You know what I think we should do? I think we should follow some Canadian, some CanCon. Just have like a weekly update on CanCon in the league.
There you go. That could be part of the show. That could be part of the show.
Sounds good. Sounds like a thing. I think that sounds like a thing. Because when I seen Josh Primo and then they said he's Canadian, I'm like, what? Okay.
I'm almost, was it not numb to it, but like a good Canadian doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Almost.
Right? It's like, okay. Oh, yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
Is he from Toronto? Like now we're getting specific. This is not about Canada.
I think he is. Fitzy. Where's Josh Primo from? Scarborough. It's not for the weak. Scarborough is not for the weak. You have to do it like this. Scarborough is not for the weak.
No, you gotta do it like Scarborough. It's not for the weak.
More
That's
times,
a
more times still.
guy.
Don't know.
No. No, it's a commercial guy. Hang on. Commercial.
Well. Here we are. Pizza in the Break Room, episode 25. Can you believe it? I mean, every week we creep up on these episodes and we act like we're surprised to hit the next milestone. First, it was 20. Then it was a Dominique Wilkins, 21. Then it was 22. Who's 22? I don't even know who 22. Who's 22? Somebody. Who's 22? I can't get stuck here, okay? But then we got up onto the Jordan episode, 23. Then we hit the Kobe with the 24. And now, my high school jersey, 25. I don't know. I own this one, but I own this one. Webb, T Dot, sorry, but I claimed this episode. Who you 24, Webb? Anyways, hope you're not 22. But anyways, Pizza in the Break Room, episode 25. Thank you guys for riding with us.
Drexler's
22. Thank you guys for riding with us. And again, like we say, usually we say follow us. You know, it's like, what y'all doing? Come on. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Audible, Netflix, Booksy, QuickBooks,
library,
Prime, Twitch. Follow us on Twitch, www.twitch.tv/pizza in the break room. And we're going live next week. So be there.
or be square, yo.
You don't want to be square. You want to be there. Pizza in the break room.
Holla.
Sean and Jay brought it.
Bum, 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 bum. I think I might be able to have sound effects and stuff. I think I might. I'll be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. By next week, I'll be ready to go. Guaranteed.
So we've done, I don't know how long we've been on here, like an hour and a half or so.
Ish.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Oh shit, eh? Happy New Year, yo.
Happy New Year, my brother.
Wow, that's true.
Right? Right?
Year.
First episode for 2020 also. First episode for 2022.
We stepping in Hotta this year.
Right down
We
now.
stepping in Hotta this year.
Right down now. Yeah, man. So
Yeah,
here
man.
we are in the new year.
2022, yo. Do you do New Year's resolutions?
I used to do New Year's resolutions back in the day. Then I stopped doing them because I felt inadequate in my New Year's resolutions. Felt like they never materialized. They would end up crashing and burning in 3 days. But now,
Right?
I do have some goal setting that I want to do. I definitely want to, and I want to include you in it as well, right?
Uh-oh.
Right. I want us to continue moving forward with this thing. I want us to hit 50. Right. I want us to hit 50. I want us to hit our fitness goals. I know you're in the Apple class. I want you to be consistent with it. And for instance, with me, I want to definitely I want to as a goal gain weight. I want to gain some muscle weight. Now the gyms are closed. I don't even have access to the gyms anyways. So I got to figure out a way that I can do that. I've been exercising with the group every morning, but I do want to start do some like bodybuilding or weight something that can add a little mass.
When you say bodybuilding,
Like this, like weightlifting, you know what I mean? So I've been doing calisthenics with the group for the past year and a half. But now I want to,
yeah, man. Probably longer than that, isn't it?
Yeah, probably longer than that.
Yeah.
But I do want to add something to my regimen where like just hits the muscles now as opposed to just cardio and whatnot.
You want to be buff.
I kind of want to fill out the t-shirt, you know? Man's used to fill out the t-shirt. I want to fill out the t-shirts again still.
I hear that.
You know? Yeah. And definitely want to be in control of my budgeting. So I'm definitely going to set financial budgets for the upcoming year. I'm not horrible with spending, but I know I could definitely be more in control of it, have more idea of what's happening. You know, more precise idea of what's happening around my finances. So those are some of the things. More reading. I got invited into a book club and I'm gonna go into it.
What's the book? Doesn't matter what the book is, I guess.
The book that they're starting off with is called Atomic Habits.
That's a good book, I hear.
So yeah, Kim had joined the book club that our Good Hair community did. Was it last year? Right, we had
2 years now, right? Whatever. It's 2022, yo.
God damn. So it's
2020. Well, I mean, you know, it's all relative, but it's 2022, yo.
Yeah, so she's part of a book club and she'd invited me, and I'm like, all right, you know.
I bought my daughter that book. I don't know how far she got in it. It's probably downstairs. I can go juke it.
Yeah, juke it, man. Juke it and jump into the book club. They say that the intention is to finish a book a month. So if it's starting, for instance, today, then by the end of the month, we need to have completed the book. Yeah, man, I think you should join the book club, and then that could be part of our conversations as well.
You just rope me in, yo. That's a good idea.
I know you had intentions to join the last one, but things didn't work out.
I started reading. I didn't catch up. I didn't finish. I missed the meeting. No, but yeah. No, yeah, man. I think 22 is just all about momentum, I think, right? For me. Keep that energy.
Momentum is a big thing. Momentum is a big thing.
Just keep it. You don't want to stop the ball rolling, I guess, right? I think that's the big thing. You don't want to put hurdles. Don't put hurdles, because I don't do resolutions. Right. I haven't done resolutions I don't think I've ever done resolutions unless somebody's like, you know, what's your New Year's? Even like, I don't remember doing resolutions now that I think about it, and I also don't like the whole, all right, well, it's January 1st, so you should do something. Like, if you wanted to do something, we'll do it on fucking December 27th, or start it on January fucking 4th if you want to, right? Like, or if that's the time. You need to set goals and shit like that, but January 1st doesn't necessarily need to be the goal date. If it is, so be it. But I think it's just about momentum right now. There's a lot of good things happening around people right now, right? I mean, as shitty as some of the situation is, I think a lot of things that you and I connect with, you know, in the world, I guess, you know, some of this Twitch stuff, some of the things like those interactions, some community things and stuff like that. It's just, that's been good momentum lately. Because good things happening. So I think we can just keep some stuff happening with the people around us.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's important. And yeah, definitely whatever we're gonna do with the show. Just yeah, man, just go. Just don't let anything 22, just don't let anything fucking stop you, I guess. This is my thing. That's my if I have a resolution, that's what the resolution is. Don't stop for anything in particular. If you want to go on something, and let's go.
Well, here I'm not forcing you into the workout group because I know you don't want to put your phone inside your jogging pants and put it outside the door so that it can wake you up to work out in the morning. But I think that you should definitely join the book club.
Book club sounds like a thing.
Yeah, I think you should join the book club because I think it'll even spice up what we got going on here, you know, because we can discuss where we're at, you know what I mean? We could discuss what we're at. And if it's the Atomic Habits, it definitely can enhance
this in general.
For sure. I believe so. So I think I'm gonna put your name down on the list and say that Sean is in.
That's fair. I'm down.
Wicked.
But that's the other thing too. Like, right? Don't let anything stop you, man. 2022. Why not? That's great. Why not?
Wicked.
Like, what's the bad? What's the bad in that? I think it's a lot about new experiences as well. That's what in general, for the last little bit, it's been all about new experiences. But it's again, keep that fucking momentum, keep that energy.
Yeah.
Don't let shit hold you back. If you want to do like that's I actually noticed that recently a little bit more of if something makes you feel good or feel right or feel whatever, right? Doesn't matter what anybody fucking thinks. Let them talk. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just about how it feels to you, and as long as you're not, malicious with people and blah 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 blah, whatever. But I can't matter for anybody who minds anything that I do. Like, right? Like anybody that's worried about anything that I do is not, unless, like I said, unless it's like some crazy shit that I'm doing, and as long as my kids are good, kind of stuff, right? And they can look at me and say, all right, cool. And even, like with whatever, there's levels to that too. Right. But I think I've just, over the last little bit, it's just, this makes me feel good. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. Right. And I think more of, and it's not selfish either, I don't think. Right. You have to be focused on yourself first and make sure that you're kind of, you can't pour no cups, can't pour into any cups if your cup's empty type shit, right?
This man's coming with some gems, yo.
I mean, I read this shit somewhere, right? This is what reading is good in some situation. I guess all situations reading is good, but it depends on what you read. So I think it's important that you, this is whatever. Energy, keep this energy, keep it going. It's like even with the room, like the other day I was like, oh, I don't want to do the room, and I was like, no, fuck it, get up, do the room. You're gonna set up your room, you're gonna put up your you're gonna be ready to go. The thought that you have in your mind, it's gonna work, blah da 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 da, boom. Like that was the plan. Hurry up, get it done. No, I just fucking put the screws backwards, but whatever. Right? And now what's coming along? I had to clear that room out. That was just a dirty spare room. Like all right, stuff goes in there. If like put it in there, open the door. Oh, all right, I got in the door. So everything's clear. There's nothing in there except the screws on the ground in this desk. And this idea to put some shit and get some stuff going, and just
it's got to feel good. That has got to feel good.
So yeah, man.
Yo, bro, it's just so beautiful when you start to embark on new things, right? And then on your embarkment, on your journey doing these new things, all these other new things that start to happen because you're just doing something new
Yeah.
that brings you just brings a whole bunch of new things towards you.
Yeah, there's, I don't know if is it still in my story? Is it still in there? But that's exactly what it is once you like, uh, no, it's gone. That's still a good one. Only put out your energy into things you have a future with. Brilliant, right?
Wicked.
But just, yeah, just don't let nothing hold you fucking back right now. Especially now. And that's especially now for everybody, but I think that's especially now for like the situation that I'm in as well. You know, we talked about me spending time figuring out what I like and what I want to do and blah 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 blah. And it's been some sort of journey into what that is in general, right? And now it's like, all right, here's a couple things that I want to do with myself now. Okay, I thought about it. You want to see about it? Here it go. All right. So that's interesting because it couldn't always, you can't just sit and I'm thinking about it either, right? Because you're just thinking about good shit, bad shit, and all that. Worry is just a waste of time. All right. Worry is just you're gonna put yourself through some shit twice. Like something, right? Like fuck that. I don't got time for that. So yeah, man. Just do it, as they say. All right, so we'll see. My desk. Tomorrow, I gotta go unscrew some screws and make sure might have to go to Home Depot in the morning to find my universal fucking Allen key set. Or what dollar store you said? Dollarama. I'll go Dollarama, find some Allen wherever. Anyways,
For sure. Whatever you pass for, whether it be the dollar store or Lowe's.
whatever it is, man. All are in range. But I'm definitely gonna start the fucking dollar store. That's for sure. Beer stores right beside it, so we're good.
Wicked.
Yeah, man. That's key for me right now. Just keep the momentum. But I know you're doing that as well. There's lots of shit going on.
No, I mean, but hey, my brother, like you help it keep going. You know what I mean? Like what we're doing, what we're doing, like helps me keep momentum. You know what I mean? It keeps me on a path of, if I need to do some shit, I got to get it done before today, because when today comes, other shit needs to happen. You know what I mean? So even what we do helps structure shit for me. You know what I mean?
You know, that should be an emote right there, yo.
What's that? This?
Yeah.
The A-ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think we did it, man. Episode 25.
25. What's that? Is that Quattro Cinco? What's that? No, that's Quattro. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Dos Cinco.
Dos Cinco?
Dos Cinco?
Sure.
Dos Cinco.
Sounds good to me, man.
I mean, kind of.
Dos o cinco.
Shit. Yeah, man. Episode 25 in the books.
In the books.
Giddy up.
Pizza in the break room. Sean and Jay brought it.
Holla.
One love, my brother.
Yeah, man. Big up.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Easy.
Right. Tomorrow. Shit.
All right. Cool.